Foals are born here, they're raised for about 6 months. They spend 6 months with their mum, and then they get weaned. Mum sort of heads off and spends time with the other mums, and the foals get weaned. The foals come across to this part of the farm, and it's a bit like on the high school. So they're now at high school, they've 6 months of age, and then spend the next 6 months just hanging around the paddocks with their friends. And then, get to December of their yearling year, and that's when we've looked at them. We look at them and put them into groups of yearlings. We work out who we think need to be broken in early. They're normally the more precocious ones, and their pedigree indicates that they're the ones that are going to race as 2-year-olds, and then that'll happen in January. So this is a colt we're pretty excited about for next year. He's got a lovely head on him. He's got a great jowl through here, big strong jowl, and strong neck. Great depth, great angle on the shoulder through here, and a lovely big strong forearm, quite a big strong forearm here. And the great thing then, he's got a lovely girth size here, which is normally indicative of a sort of holding quite a big heart, and that's sort of important, keeps the blood flow going through, and it also normally pretty sort of genuine sort of horses. So they've been with us for 18 months, and it's just another education, and it's part of the process, and just getting them ready to go into the racing stables. The whole idea is that they don't get upset by anything. It's all just a natural progression from the paddock to be broken into the racing stables in Sydney. Our whole process is just to give them all the same opportunity, and then sometimes you just need to give them that little bit extra time just to get it.
My name's Scott Eales. I'm a breaking in manager at Godolphin. I've been in this role for the past 13 years, and I've overseen the breaking of 3,500 horses. This season we're breaking in about 146 yearlings. So today's day 3. The program for the first week is basically just to get the horses settled into a routine. They'll head to the rolls first thing in the morning, one by one. It's a lot of desensitising, a lot of repetition, accepting the bridle, roller, and then saddle. There's different ways we go about it, but the differences are minor between breakers. The word breaking is pretty old school. It's not actually breaking anymore. You're not breaking a horse's spirit. The word is actually education. All we're doing is educating. It's just like sending your kids to school. You're not there to break their spirit, you're there to educate them, and that's exactly what we're doing, all in different stages throughout their life. It's all about just remembering they're as different as every human being, and then some take more time, some take less time. So the ones that are more nervous, they'll get that extra day, that extra week, that extra month. It makes absolutely no difference to us, the speed that we get them in. We're up here at Godolphin Kelvinside in the Hunter Valley. This is where all the education of Sheikh Mohammed's Australian racehorses takes place. What we do here at Kelvinside during their education will not only help them during their racing life, but we also try and make it so it has a long-lasting effect, so they have a pleasurable life after racing, whether it be in dressage or show jumping or just as a pleasure horse.
This is just desensitising him. Not everybody does it, or people do it in a lot of different ways. I like to do it this way because it's me that controls how much pressure goes on, and often the idea is if he moves, I'll keep the bag on him. and if he doesn't, when he stops, I'll take it away. So it's just pressure release.
So this filly is just got the roller and the side reins on, the mouthing gear. So this is to teach her to how to carry her head when she's running, how to have a bit in her mouth, and how to have someone moving the bit in her mouth. So we just start off with them quite loose and gradually make them tighter until they're tight enough as if a rider would be holding the reins on their back. Good girl.
With the halter, doing a few little things like this helps them just to be that little bit softer. Yeah, that's why I do that. This is a few things. Reason I do this. One is just also desensitizing. Like, it's a weird thing that's kind of touching its bum, and they commonly don't like it, for starters. And two, you're sort of really pushing their intellect. When they first start doing it, they sort of commonly will struggle. And so I'm like, now I'm asking for that flexion, and then I step away and I want them to move. So what it does is it makes them softer for when you get on their back, so they don't just turn and their neck stays stiff as a board. They like give to you and then turn.
So in between changing directions, I like to give them a good pat and a bang all over, just to desensitise them a bit for when they've got someone on top of them moving around. Makes it a bit easier when you ride them for the first day. Some horses are more relaxed. The more relaxed horses progress a bit quicker because they're more comfortable with what you're doing. If they're a little bit more nervous, a little bit more hot temperamented, then you sort of take everything just a step slower. Just put a little bit less pressure on them until they're ready to cope with more pressure.
Any good horse person will pick it up, just working with horses daily. And it's just how their appearance to you. They're very easy to read, mostly through head carriage. Like, obviously, a horse with his ears back is unhappy. You just want that horse, especially if you're doing something with the barriers or the gear on for the first time, just to drop its head, you know, and have a chew on the bit, and that's them saying that I'm great with everything and I'm happy.
The biggest challenges of breaking are probably having a lot of patience. Every now and then you get a horse that's really just pushing your buttons and things aren't going the way you want it to go. The horse doesn't know what's going on because it's never done any of this before. Basically, you just can't lose your patience with them because they don't know what's going on. So it doesn't solve any problems. But you just have to sort of work with what you've got and try and get the best out of them so that they're, you know, safe and comfortable and can turn into racehorses.